Welcome in here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Back in action tonight after a 2-week hiatus. It is the Salt Flat IROC series tonight, presented by Raze Energy. Head on over to Rep Sports, race fans, and get your Raze Energy right now. Type in UTWRX on your checkout and save yourself a little bit of money so you can buy some more Raze Energy. How about that? But hey, race fans, it's Muth up here in the booth tonight. We are at the famous North Wilkesboro Speedway. Located in North Carolina, the track may no longer be in service when, well, NASCAR comes to town, because unfortunately they have stopped racing here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway back in 1996. Back in 2001 and 2009, the track did see a little bit of life as some series like the South Cars Tour. They did make their way here to the North Wilkesboro Speedway, but they are no longer operational. But good thing we are on the iRacing.com platform, and we are able to go virtual racing here on the iRacing.com server. So welcome here to that North Wilkesboro Speedway virtually as you look down over top of the Speedway. 18 drivers tonight have logged in here with their rebadged street stocks, badged as IROCs. You'll notice that there will be a ton of colors on these cars here tonight. Each color is going to indicate a team. If it's an orange car, well, they are the Keystone Motorsports Group. If they are a light baby blue car, well, that would be the ABV Group. And the pink machines, they are over-the-wall racing out of Utah and California. That's the Valenzuela brothers. A lot of teamwork going to be played here tonight. It may not be the big super speedway style racing, but it is going to be great short track racing action. And that'll be coming up here in just a couple of moments. Just about a minute and 50 seconds left here in qualifying, or in practice, before we head to the qualifying session. So before we head to qualifying, race fans, we're going to step away. We're going to get that national anthem played, and we'll be back here to bring you live qualifying action for the Raze Energy 100.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome back here to the North Wilkesboro Speedway, race fans. Qualifying is officially underway, and cars are on the track here in qualifying for the IROC race here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Here we see the driver out of Georgia, driver of the NSRA Stable Super Speedway machine. This is the driver, Lynn McNeese. He is officially on the clock here tonight. We will see where he is able to put himself on the boards here. Lap number 1 going to go in the book for Lynn McNeese. It'll be a third fastest time. His teammate missing in action for the last couple of weeks. Here is the driver of the 48 out of Richmond, Virginia. This is Todd Poston. Right now, Poston actually is going to get really close to the pole, but he's going to get bumped by just a mere 0.005 on his time. And let's check it out. Lap number 2 for Poston, just a little bit slower. This driver out of Las Vegas. It's the Las Vegas kid. It is Cody Levitt in the Deeper Darker Doom machine. He was P number 1 for a moment. Now Levitt going to go P number 2 as the sprint car driver out of Utah. The Bergner Racing number 21, Jeff Bergner on the clock here. He is P number 1 on lap number 1 with a 20.28 Second lap, lap number 1. Lap number 2 going to go just a little bit quicker. It's going to be a 20.190 for Jeff Bergner currently. Looks like Racing Jason Dobbs out of Tennessee is going to pull the 98 machine behind the wall. He took his qualifying time in. Here is the driver out of Puerto Rico, driving for thebeastracing.com, the man that has the most fun on the circuit. It is Orlando Rivera. 10th quickest, now 11th quickest, lap number 1 for Orlando Rivera. Let's check lap number 2 for the driver in the sun. And will it be any quicker? It will be just a little bit quicker, but not going to be good enough to move him up through the timing and scoring sheet. So 11th quickest here for Orlando Rivera. Here, this driver, driving out of Florida, the 57 machine. 4th quickest on lap number 1. This is Jeff Mathis. It is Mathis' rookie year. Just a couple weeks ago, the driver of this 57 was almost able to park himself into victory lane. Unfortunately, Jeff Mathis didn't quite get it done. So he is now trying to look for a little bit of redemption. He'll move up to the 3rd position here in qualifying, and it looks like that is all the drivers tonight here for our qualifying session. So he'll come to a stop, and he'll take the tow back to pit road. Looks like everybody, all 18 drivers who have registered here into this server tonight, have taken a qualifying time, and it looks like Jeff Bergner out of Utah, the sprint car driver, he is currently on top of the leaderboards. Cody Levitt is 2nd with Jeff Mathis 3rd. Cole Day is 4th, and rounding out the top 5 right now, the man out of Tennessee, that is racing Jason Griffith Dobbs. He is a big shout-out that we have to give. Colby here, or his daughter, his little baby girl. It's an, I guess you want to say, an unfortunate but fortunate anniversary for her. Just a couple years ago, last year to be, 2 years ago to be exact. I got my dates all mixed up here. She had a surgery, a life-saving surgery that is going to allow her to live on her days here on Earth and grow big, strong, and one day she will take over for her daddy here onto the iRacing.com platform and obviously get onto the real track herself. So big shout out to little Cobsters out there, and hope she is doing well. Daddy will start here tonight in the 5th position. Just about a minute here before we are able to take to the grid for the Raze Energy Drink 100. Race fans, you like being energized in the morning when you wake up? Head on over to repsports.com. Click on the Raze Energy tab. Get your Raze Energy drink. Now, I can tell you the Turn 3 Racing Network, we really enjoy the Voodoo and also the Apollo flavors. We have some more being shipped to our Pennsylvania location here. I just got the notification before we came live that those did ship out today via FedEx, so I can't wait to get those here into the studio. Once again, we ran out and we just did not place our order in time, so those are coming here. Can't wait for that one. But race fans, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Just about 10 seconds left here before we take to the grid for this 100 lap main event. Officially qualifying does end, with Jeff Bergner snatching his first pole of the season. So as these drivers are getting ready to grid them up, let's take you through your starting lineup here tonight. Starting on the front row, the driver out of Utah, the Comics and Coffee front row, that is. It is going to be Jeff Bergner. Starting in position number 2 here tonight, driver out of Utah, driving the 38 for the Deeper Darker Do crew, that is Cody Levitt. Starting row number 2, out of Florida, driving the 57 Rookie of the Year candidate is Jeff Mathis. Starting in position number 4, it's the engineer himself, it's the 38 of Cole Day. 37 of Cole Day. Starting in the 5th position, driving the No Doubt Racing, Tennessee Vols Nation 98 racing Jason Griffith Dobbs. Starting 6th tonight, out of Ohio, driving for the Deeper Darker Do team, it's the 88, that is Jamie Leach. Starting in the 7th position, out of Virginia, it is the 48 of Todd Poston. The ABV driver, Big Ira Kohlhaas out of Western Tennessee, he'll roll off in the 8th position. Russ Hancock back in action after having a little bit of an away weekend at the pump tracks. The 19 will start 9th. Michael Bromley in the ABV number 7 drafttop.com entry, he'll start 10th on the grid tonight. Starting in 11th, out of Florida, the driver of the number 26. It's the Coast to Almost Coast number 26 of Darrell Clauder. Starting in the 12th position, racing for the BeastRacing.com, entry the 08. It's the Puerto Rican. It is Orlando Rivera. Starting in position number 13, hailing out of Topton, Pennsylvania, it's the Jordan Hen Racing Keystone Motorsports number 40. This is Josiah Millen. It's the South Carolina native. It's the Atkins Motorsports number 75, Quincy Atkins. Atkins will start P number 14 tonight. 15th on the grid, hailing out of California, driving for the over-the-wall racing 05 machine. This is Timmy Valenzuela. Starting 16th to the outside of him, his brother in the 04, Danny Valenzuela, hailing out of Utah. He'll start 16th. 17th on the grid tonight, the Georgia native, the NSRA Super Speedway driver. It's the 84. This is Lynn McNeese. Starting in the 18th position out of Topton, Pennsylvania, driving for the Keystone Motorsports, Turn 3 Racing Network, number 31 of Donald Bennett. And that's your 18-car field here tonight, presented by Coffee and Comics. The field is pulled away, race fans, so 2 laps to get the heat in the motor, heat in the tires, and we will turn them loose here tonight, and we will get ready for 100 laps here tonight, presented by Raze Energy. Front row of 11, as it looks like Jeff Bergner is going to miss the grid here tonight, so it'll be Levitt and Jeff Mathis doing the dance when we go green flag racing. Race fans, we'd like to thank you all for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch the Salt Flat IROC series, and we hope you enjoy this show, because it is going to be one whale of a show. This time by, we will drop the Gibson and AC refrigerant starting green flag tonight here. iRacing Pace Truck is down and away. Let's go racing here at North Wilkesboro, race fans, because the green flag is officially out here tonight. Side-by-side battle down into turn 1. Cody Levitt trying to outside battle here with that 57 of Mathis, who got the pole virtual of an end-of-line penalty for Jeff Bergner. Mathis going to sail her off into turn number 3. It is not going to hook on the bottom. Let's see. Drag race back to the start-finish line. Cody Levitt will lead lap number 1 here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. They continue to battle side-by-side. Will Levitt be able to go ahead and take the position as they go into turn 3 here? Let's see if Levitt's going to be able to complete the pass. Not going to quite be able to do it. But they will battle once again, side-by-side into turn number 1. Contact there between those 2 drivers. Levitt into the outside wall, and that will bring out the first caution flag here of the evening. And I believe the truck is a little behind on the racing action here tonight, race fans. So we will see if we can catch that one in just a moment, as possibly green flag actually staying out here. So that's going to switch things up, as Dobbs is going to be the race leader. Not sure how the caution flag did not fly down there in turn number 1, but we stay green for the time being. So let's keep it right here. Right behind them, it was the battle, though. Cole Day, Ira Kohlhaas, Jamie Leach are the side-by-side drivers down here into turn number 1. Kohlhaas not having a good year this season so far. He's buried back into the point standings. Right now, he finds himself outside the top 10, trying to battle his way in. Same with Jamie Leach, a past champion here in the IROC series. Right now, Leach will take the 4th position and carry on down into the corner. He's trying to go after an old teammate who is right ahead of him. That is Cole Date in the 37 machine. Everybody has pretty much gone to that single file formation. The South Carolina driver here, though, of Quincy Atkins is down to the bottom. Cody Levitt did get his 38 pointed back into the right direction. He does lose a couple positions. Now he's battling to the outside here of Atkins. Atkins is being shown in the 9th position. Now Levitt's going to take that 9th position away from the driver that battles at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Josiah Millen, the Topton, Pennsylvania. Contact with Hancock. They will go down, and they both hit the inside wall, with them both being off the speedway. We should stay green flag racing here once again tonight, so those drivers will be down and out of the way. Caution flag now will fly on the speedway for the issue down there in turns 3, which was Millen and Russell Hancock. So lap number 8 going to be the first official caution flag here of the evening at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Let's see if we can watch that back here. Let's see if we do have the caution flag tonight. There you see Millen and Hancock. It looks like Hancock maybe comes down just a little bit to avoid making contact with the outside wall tonight. Josiah Millen making contact with him then, and both of them finding the inside wall. The good thing about this North Wilkesboro track, though, is contact like that won't really matter. Yeah, it looks like Hancock maybe got a little piece of that wall, and both drivers hard into the inside barriers here tonight. Millen does drive away, and so does Russell Hancock. Both drivers have the little bit of nose damage, but they should be able to carry on here tonight with this race. Racing Jason Dobbs Griffith, though, he right now is at the front of the field. He was able to squeak by when your leaders of Levitt and Mathis made the contact. It looks like Jeff Mathis possibly out of this one here, already just 10 laps into this race. So Racing Jason is in the lead. Todd Poston right there, well, yeah, he's in second for now, race fans. We will see if that, I believe it's a zombie bear or something that keeps chasing him around here in the virtual world, gets him. It looks like Timmy Valenzuela tried to come out of pit road with this number 05 machine out of California. He will be trapped behind the pace car, so he will lose a couple laps to the race leaders. Russ Hancock also down on pit road with his number 19. Jeff Bergner back out on track. I believe he has gone a lap down also, so that's unfortunate for a couple of these drivers here in the early going, getting trapped a lap down. Donald Bennett out there right now. He's going around Valenzuela. He is being shown in the 9th position. He is up 4 spots tonight, but the biggest mover and shaker, it is this 48 of Todd Poston. He is up 16 spots, running in that 2nd position. The iRacing pace car lights will go off, or the iRacing official pace truck, actually, the Chevy Silverado right there, lights do go off. So we're going racing with officially 12 laps in the books here tonight, out of the 100 scheduled at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. We do got to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Nick Bieber, we see Steven out there, Todd Poston, and everybody else tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network to watch a little bit of the Salt Flat Racing action. It is round number 8, presented by Raze Energy Drink. Back into the Gibson AC and refrigerant green flag zone, and Griffith not going to waste any time. He's going to pull away to the race lead as they battle down into turn number 1. Just behind them, Poston going to lose a spot. Then Jamie Leach is going to actually get around Big Country Kohlhaas. Here comes Darrell Clauter, the driver out of Florida. Mr. Consistent, Mr. 0X. Darrell Clauter will battle with Orlando Rivera here for that 6th position. Quincy Atkins gets around Michael Bromley, and he takes over that 8th position as this battle is still the first side-by-side battle inside the top 10. Looks like the man from Puerto Rico, Orlando Rivera, will beat that Florida native of Darrell Clauter for that position. So Rivera will take the 6th spot. Clauter back to running in the 7th position. Nowhere for him to go right now. Deep in the field, there you see that 38-11. There's a little bit of damage on that 38 of Cody Levitt. He got tangled up in that first couple laps there with Jeff Mathis. Mathis is right now down on pit road, or he is actually out of the car. See if we can get a word in with Jeff Mathis a little bit later on. See if our pit reporters can get with him. Jeff Bergner, though, making quick work. He is coming up through the field. He gets around Michael Bromley, and he sets his sights onto possibly Quincy Atkins. And Levitt's going to get around Michael Bromley also, so that'll put Levitt into the 10th position. Still not that bad of a night for him. Big problems for Danny Valenzuela here tonight. He has dropped 13 positions. Our timing and scoring is telling us. I believe our scoring is maybe a little bit off tonight on that one, so we'll have to keep a close eye on that. But it is all Racing Jason Griffith Dobbs out front here. Vols Nation, as we look back here off the drafttop.com camera located on the back of all these IROCs here tonight at North Wilkesboro. There you see Griffith. There you see Day, 2 of the wily veterans of the IROC series. There you see Jamie Leach, another, contact. He locks up that left front. Leach almost hard into Todd Poston, and he had to take the 88 down to the bottom, so Jamie Leach loses a couple positions, but he will be all right. But Big Country Kohlhaas is starting to reel him back in. There you see the driver of the 29 out of Western Tennessee. This driver, a Big Country. Let me tell you, race fans, he is one big boy. He asked for a 4X Turn 3 Racing Network shirt, and well, we just don't have any of them. He said he's not fat, he's just big. So that's big. That's ox big. Right now, Big Country right there hanging it out of turn number 4, trying to pull back in Jamie Leach. Everybody, though, tonight has gone single file around the speedway. Your closest to or your race leaders, as Cold Day is pressuring racing Jason Dobbs for the race lead. 20 laps going to be in the board this time by almost a quarter of the way into this race. So as Dobbs continues to lead, Cold Day continues to run second. Cold Day is our championship leader in the point standings coming into tonight. He had a 46-point lead over Jordan Smith, who is not in attendance here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Josiah Millen was third coming in with Quincy Atkins right there also. These two drivers still running nose to tail back here. The Las Vegas kid and the Utah native. Levitt this year having his best finish at Darlington and Las Vegas and Milwaukee. 3 third-place finishes. He actually finished second place at Watkins Glen a couple weeks ago here as we were all off the air on the Turtle 3 Racing Network. We had a blackout all across the country. Levitt was able to finish second to just Cold Day. Levitt doesn't have a win this season, but finds himself inside that top 5 in the championship hunt. 56 points behind Cold Day for that lead. Looks like Jeff Bergner has started to pull in Quincy Atkins, so it'll be the South Carolina racer versus the Utah racer right now onto the speedway. The battle is for that 8th position, as Bergner is still trying to reel him back in. This time by, we will go 25% into this race. 25 laps about to be down here tonight. Lynn McNeese, the Georgia racer, trying to pull in, I believe that's the 05. That's actually Timmy Valenzuela out of California. There's Donald Bennett out of Topton, Pennsylvania. Right now, Bennett, not one of his favorite tracks. He considers himself a super speedway racer. He does not consider himself a short track driver at all. He just wanted to get this race already over with and move on to the next round. Next round going to be at Kentucky just next Wednesday night here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So Bennett just kind of rolling around the backside of things. Him and Lynn McNeese, who are right now 14th and 15th on the timing and scoring, they are used to driving nose to tail on the super speedways, not here at little short tracks. Darrell Clauter still having himself a good run. He was one of the quickest drivers in our practice session. There you see the battle. Quincy Atkins trying to get to the outside. Cody Levitt thinking about going to the inside here on Jeff Bergner. So Bergner right now still holding on to that 8th position, holding Atkins to 9th, and Levitt still into that 10th position. Everybody has gone into single file. Nobody is really able to get away. Todd Poston has actually caught back up here. As we go on top here for the Salt Flat onboard camera tonight, looking from the roof camera here on Todd Poston. He is all over Cold Day. Look how close he got to Cold Day. Notice the gold stripes on that 37 of Cold Day. That indicates that he is a IROC winner this season for season number 4. The rest of the cars, like you see on the hood of Poston's car, is silver. Silver indicates not getting a win just yet this season. Gold indicates winner. Oh, contact there. Poston gets to the back bumper on Cold Day. It's going to move Day up the track. Down into turn number 1 they go. Look, they got a little bit of a company back there. There's Leach and there's Kohlhaas. They have closed the gap now. You saw Poston had to lock up the tire. Day going to slide it into turns number 3 and 4. Coming by this time, 31 laps on the board and already in the books. Looks like Cody Levitt will work to the inside here on Quincy Atkins, so they will switch positions. Atkins back to the 10th spot. Remember, Atkins does have a win to his name. He won just a couple weeks ago, and he parked it in Victory Lane, and it looks like he's coming to pit road. This is a 1 pit stop race here tonight, so Quincy Atkins will take this chance and come down pit road. The only problem with this strategy is he will go a lap down to the race leader. Where's Dobbs? Here comes Dobbs, and then that will drop Atkins 1 lap down. So with Dobbs going on by him, we'll see where Quincy Atkins is able to come out onto the speedway, because these IROCs take a ton of time on pit road. It looks like the jack does drop on the 75, so he will come back out onto the speedway. He will be multiple laps down right now. It looks like possibly going to go 2 laps down by the time he gets the car refired and up to speed. Race leader of Dobbs closing in. Looks like Todd Poston kind of has fallen back now after he looked to the inside of Cole Day. Leaders working around the lap traffic. That's the 05. That is Timmy Valenzuela. The next car onto the chopping block, it will be Lynn McNeese and Donald Bennett. And those two drivers are doing side-by-side battling right now, knowing the race leaders of Dobbs is coming. He is just trailing back there, not very far back, as there is your draft top onboard camera. Lynn McNeese, Donald Bennett, and then the race leaders of Dobbs. Dobbs is going to come to the inside here, looking to get around Donald Bennett to put him a lap down. How hard will the driver of the Keystone Motorsports Group really hold Dobbs up? Looks like Bennett's going to move middle lane. Here comes that 98. Here comes the 37 down to the bottom. Dobbs is going to be clear at the start-finish line. Bennett now going to swing high. He's going to let Day. Look at the battle, though. Jamie Leach to the inside here of Todd Poston. Can he use the 31 of Donald Bennett as a pick? He will put Todd Poston behind Donald Bennett. Poston can't go anywhere. They will go 3 wide into turn number 3. Bennett going to go up top shelf. Let the race leaders go right on by him. Now here comes Ira Kohlhaas. Kohlhaas with a big wiggle out of turn number 4. He won't be able to do anything with Todd Poston, but Jamie Leach now will take over that 3rd position. Good run here for the driver out of Ohio. He is now running in 3rd. Lynn McNeese, though, will be the next driver onto the chopping block once again. He did get around Donald Bennett for the time being to stop the bleeding. Hoped for a caution flag as we close in on halfway. It'll be 10 laps next time by till we hit the halfway point home tonight here in the Raze Energy Drink 100-lap event at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Russ Hancock was down on pit road to make his pit stop, or is back on pit road, I should say. The driver of that car will come back out onto the speedway. Numerous laps down and a tour up number 19. He will go down to the bottom as Lynn McNeese will work the top shelf here. Dobbs is going to work top shelf here. He is actually going to check up a little early. Hancock's going to go to the high side. Dobbs will cut right underneath. He will get around him. Cole Day. Oh, Todd Poston almost contact sideways for Poston. Hancock, a affiliate of that NSRA group right there, and Poston was all sorts of crossed up trying to go around the 19. Was able to hang on to it, but Ira Kohlhaas got around. Look at Jeff Bergner. He has caught Orlando Rivera. Rivera holds the 6th position. Bergner going to try to show the nose down to the bottom side of the speedway. Orlando. Oh, Bergner down on the grass. I don't know if the grass is going to give him a little bit of a speed boost, but Bergner now going to lose a little ground and have to close back in on that 08. It doesn't seem like it's much of a challenge there as Bergner just holds the bottom groove. Will he show the nose in turn number 1? He will not. He'll follow the 08 of Rivera down on into the corner, and well, you can definitely tell that that 21 is a faster machine right now, just cannot get around the 08 of Orlando Rivera as we go on board here with our Turn 3 Racing Network onboard camera. There you see all your leaders. Bergner is definitely quicker as you heard him get back to the throttle, but was not able to get around. Dobbs, though, right now he is still up here. Still trying to figure out a way to get around the 98. Or the 98 still trying to get around the 84. Currently hasn't been able to do it. 4 laps till halfway home. Everybody spaced out here except for these 2 drivers as Bergner is still trying to get Orlando. Maybe a little bit of a bump there from Jeff Bergner to Orlando Rivera. Once again to the back bumper out of turn number 4 for Jeff Bergner to Orlando. Now Bergner going to go down to the inside here. He looks like he has the run. He'll pull side-by-side out of turn number 2, but couldn't put the power down. So once again, they will do the side-by-side dance down into turn 3. Now Bergner will get around. Will Cody Levitt be able to pounce on that racing battle? Orlando will be able to get down in front of Cody Levitt. So Rivera just going to lose 1 spot tonight as the groove still seems like it is pretty much right down on the bottom of the speedway. Todd Poston is really starting to fade now. The driver of the 48 going to swing high here because here comes Jeff Bergner to the inside. Bergner's coming to the front. Talked to him pre-race before we came live onto the air here tonight. The driver of the 21 said the setup did not roll the center of the corner. Right now, maybe he found something in practice in that setup and was able to tweak it just a little bit to his liking because he is on the charge. He is coming. He did pit under that first caution flag, was Jeff Bergner, and that put fresh tires on that 21 machine, and he is making those tires work. He is getting all he can out of them. At the front, though, it is still racing Jason Griffith Dobbs being followed by the engineer of Cole Day, but look at Cole Day get right to the bumper of that 98 out of turn 4. Will he do anything in turn number 1? He will not. Cole Day backs off. Jamie Leach is also right there in that battle. Race leaders so far have pulled out to about a second over Ira Kohlhaas. There is Kohlhaas in that blue 29 machine. Kohlhaas doing a lot of short track racing action as of lately. A little bit farther back, I believe that's Todd Poston getting passed up by Jeff Bergner, and now Orlando Rivera's peaking. Orlando just can't seem to get there. There you see the beat-up number 19 of Russ Hancock back here. He is actually turning some pretty fast laps compared to the race leaders right now. He is dead even with the race leaders. There's the 84, though. That is McNeese. Just ahead of them, that battle still continues to rage on. Orlando Rivera to the inside here on Todd Post. Rivera just can't seem to make that pass work as Cody Levitt is right there also. Posting to the outside. He just can't hold the bottom lane any longer with that 48. Oh, posting up into the outside wall, actually. Cody Levitt right behind him trying to avoid making contact with the 48. Levitt going to dive down to the bottom where Orlando Rivera is. Remember, Levitt started on the front row here tonight and just hasn't been his night in the early stages of this one. Still trying to claw his way back into contention. Rivera still can't get around Todd Poston down to the bottom. Rivera will now make the pass there on post, and Levitt's going to continue to try and hound the bottom groove also. Darrell Clauter just lurking into the background, about a half a straightaway behind these three. Out front, your race leaders are still hounding lap traffic. Day down to the bottom. He's going to get a little piece of that grass coming out of turn number 2, so he'll lose a little bit of ground. Dobbs will pull away just a bit. They are working up onto the ABV driver, the number 7 of Michael Bromley. He is currently running into the 12th position, still on the lead lap, but that is all about the chains because Dobbs is going to want to make quick work of this number 7 machine. Once he gets there, Bromley will go high. As though sideways back there behind, that was Jeff Bergner trying to look to the inside of Ira Kohlhaas, and he got sideways. Kohlhaas will give him the bottom once again into turns number 3 and 4. Bergner just rolling the bottom of the speedway. He is now up to that 4th position. The race leaders better take a peek in the mirror because we are under 40 laps to go. And, well, here comes the 21 of Jeff Bergner. Your race leaders did make quick work there of the number 7 of Michael Bromley, and they continue to set sail. Dobbs going to bounce it off a little bit of a curbing down there in turns 3 and 4. Right now, the gap difference between Dobbs and the 21 of Jeff Bergner is about a second and a half, a little over a second and a half. We'll keep a close eye on that battle here As they come out of turns 4 across the start-finish line, Dobbs has officially led the most laps here tonight. Nobody will be able to claim fame to that, but right now, Dobbs. Everybody else will have another chance next week to try and get the most laps led. Darrell Clauter still back here. He is running in the 9th position, the driver out of Florida. Last season had the least amount of incident points on the Salt Flat IROC series in season number 3. This season, once again, out of the drivers who have competed in every race for the IROC series this season, because this is round number 8, Darrell does claim the fame that, once again, the least amount of incident points out of any driver on the Speedway who has competed in all 7 previous rounds of the IROC. The next closest competitor to him would be Cody Levitt, and he has 12 more incident points on the season, so Darrell is possibly looking to go back-to-back on that title hold that he has. Cole Day still hounding the back here of Dobbs as they work out of turn number 2. Looks like Cole Day's really able to get into the corner and the center a little bit better, but Dobbs does get the drive off once again. Watching this battle right now, just 11 drivers on the lead lap. Josiah Millen would be the next one to that chopping block for Dobbs. There you see Millen out in front of your race leaders as they come across the line. There you see Millen, the driver out of Topton, Pennsylvania, was once teammates with your race leader of Dobbs. Last year, 2 years ago actually, now 2 seasons ago, the teams split as they went from a 3-car team down to a 2-car team because the new rule package with the IROC series only allowed for 2 drivers per team. There you see the gold on the 40 of Millen, the silver on the 04 of Danny Valenzuela. Those 2 are actually battling for that 10th position. Millen going to dive down to the inside. I thought the car was going to go sideways, and he actually was able to hang on to it. Here comes Dobbs, though. Millen going to go straight high. He's going to allow your race leaders to dive down to the bottom because they are nose to tail for the first 3 positions. Cole Day just catches Millen in the wrong spot. He's going to lose a little bit of ground, about a car length distance between Dobbs and Day. Dobbs able to pick and choose where he wants the lap traffic to go. Now it's going to be 2 car lengths as Cole Day caught Danny Valenzuela in the complete wrong area on the speedway. So now Dobbs going to set sail. Here comes Jamie Leach. He pulled right to the back bumper out of turn number 2, but had to check up, so he didn't run over the driver of that 37. 72 laps out of the 100 scheduled here for the Raze Energy Drink 100 at the North Wilkesboro Speedway is officially into the books, and green flag pit stops are continuing. Millen is down pit road. Bromley, Bergner, all of them. Valenzuela are down pit road, but your race leaders still have yet to come down. We were estimating a fuel run right around 75 laps for these drivers tonight, and we are just about at that. Yes, we had 1 caution flag for 4 laps here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway, so these drivers are now pitting. Todd Poston going to pit in that 48 machine. He'll come down to make his one and only stop here tonight. A lot of these drivers, I'm wondering if they're going to take tires or if it's just going to be gas and go here tonight. There you see Millen now leaving pit road. It's a 27-second stop. I believe that's going to be tires on that number 40. Oh, the race leaders right there. Go on by. Almost contact between Griffith and Millen. There is Timmy Valenzuela. He'll go another lap down to the race leaders here tonight. The driver of the 05 a little off the race pace. Dobbs going to hit the... Oh, he gets tagged as he's trying to come on to pit road. That may have just helped Dobbs get to pit road. Way to hang on to that. That was a rough one for the old boy of the 98. Looks like he's having a little bit of problems coming onto pit road with the speed. We'll see if there's a penalty handed down to Griffith as he was coming down pit road. Will Cole Day now make his stop here? He will stay out. Jamie Leach going to attack pit road also. He gets down to pit road. Speed does the deeper, darker do 88, so Jamie Leach will pit from second. Now Cole Day will be your only race leader who's been inside the top 5 all night long, still out there. There you see the 48 of Todd Poston. He came down pit road just a handful of laps ago. Will Day bring the 37 to the attention here? Here he comes to pit road. Cole Day, now your race leader, going to come to pit road. Crash on the speedway. That's going to throw the monkey wrench in. Jeff Bergner has gone around in the number 21, bringing out the second caution flag here of the evening. We will have to go back on the replay and see what happened to Jeff Bergner. Bergner rolls down through pit road as looks like he was trying to get around somebody. We'll go back here and watch this yellow flag. Let's watch it. You're watching the replay here following the number 21 of Jeff Bergner. Oh, it looks like Orlando Rivera goes to come into pit road. No communication, and Bergner slams the side of that 08 machine, and that's going to bring out the caution flag. Orlando Rivera involved in that one. Watch as the 08 is coming to pit road. Slows up out of 4, and when he hits the brakes, Bergner was already committed to go down to that bottom groove. Jeff Bergner's car is left sitting there in turn number 3 and 4. On board here with Jeff Bergner. Yeah, Jeff Bergner had no idea that that car was coming to pit road. You could tell as when he went to get back into the throttle. And it looks like he will tag the rear of the field. Unfortunately, some of your race leaders, though, are down on pit road. Darrell Clauter, who was just down on pit road, I think, when that caution came out, right now being shown as your race leader. We will wait for the timing and scoring to update on that one and see who will be the actual race leader when we go back racing here. It'll be under 20 laps to go here tonight in the Raze Energy Drink 100. Tonight's winner will receive one 12-pack case of Raze Energy of their choice shipped out to them. So a nice little gift from Raze Energy Drink here tonight. Well, race fans, we got to thank you all for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If it's your first time here onto the Turn 3 Racing Network, go ahead, hit that little subscribe button, hit the bell, get a notification anytime we do go live on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Earlier tonight, we did have some dirt super late model racing action here, and then live here with the IROC series. And if you really enjoy the paint schemes, the racing that the IROC series puts on, give them a little bit of a thumbs up. They do appreciate it, too. They go back and they watch all these videos. They share them with all their family. So, race fans, what do you say? Why don't you share it out? Let all the people you know, your mom, your grandma, your aunt, your sisters, your uncles, know what's going on here tonight, as Darrell Clauter will be the race leader with Cody Levitt to the outside of him. Orlando Rivera will line up third. Then it's Danny Valenzuela. Cole Day will line up fifth. Then it's Lynn McNeese, Jason Griffith, Quincy Atkins, Todd Poston will be the last car on the lead lap. Ira Kohlhaas got a little behind on that exchange, so he will line up into the 10th position, one lap down to the race leaders. iRacing pace car lights will go off. That means just next time by, race fans, we are going back green flag racing with 17 laps to go here in the 8th round of the IROC season. Tonight it is presented by Raze Energy Drink. The Gibson AC and refrigerant green flag will fly with 17 laps to go tonight. Who will win this one? Darrell Clauter going to fire immediately as the iRacing pace truck does go down. The Gibson AC and refrigerant green flag back out into the air. Clauter will lead them into turn number 1. Levitt, Day. Day is side by side with Rivera, but it looks like Day will take that position. Orlando will fall back to that 4th spot. Danny Valenzuela will hold the 5th spot, but Darrell Clauter going to misjudge turns 3 and 4. He will slide up the speedway. Cody Levitt will go to the point here. Cole Day will follow closely into second. Day sideways entering turn number 1, which is 16 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. Clauter's going to hang on. Here comes Rivera charging to the inside of Day down into 3. Day going to really arc that car in there, try to get a great run out of turn number 4. Cole Day will hold on to that position, but Orlando Rivera's not going to go away silently. Griffith back here running in that 6th position. What a night it could have been, but the caution flag coming out at the Just an most awful time for Griffith. Gonna drop him back to that 6th position, but the battle still up here. Clauder able to hang on to that 2nd position. Jamie Leach getting trapped a lap down. Remember, Jamie had himself a good night going. He was running into that 3rd position when the caution flag came out. Bennett going to move up out of the groove. He is not on the same lap with Jamie Leach. Right now, Leach being shown a couple laps down, running into the 14th position. Cody Levitt got that 13 to go in his ear. Darrell Clauder once again going to miss turns 1 and 2. So Cole Day going to have a great run down to the bottom. He will take that 2nd position, bumping Clauder back to 3rd in turn number 3. Clauder takes a look down to the inside, down in turn number 1, but he is not going to take the risky move down to the bottom. Rivera, though, will close in on him. It'll just be 11 laps to go this time by Danny Valenzuela, who's holding on to that 5th position, though. He's got some company back there. Jeff Mathis is right there in that 57. Remember, Mathis was battling up at the front of the field when we took the green flag here tonight, but a rough night it has been for the driver of that 57. He is currently buried back into the 17th spot, about 20 laps, 22 laps, 23 laps behind the race pace. Quincy Atkins, though, on the other hand, is running in the 9th position. His teammate, right there, he is on the lead lap, I believe. He is with the race leaders, just 5 seconds back behind Cody Levitt, who still continues to lead. It'll be under 10 laps to go, 9 laps to go, this time by at the line. So who will it be? Will it be Cody Levitt for the Deeper Darker Do team, or the Double I, Intimidate and Integrate, number 37 of Cole Day, the engineer? The engineer student that just is, I believe, this week going back to college. Can he return to college and return to victory lane will be the question. Cole Day has already had 3 wins on the season. One just coming last week at the Watkins Glen International Speedway. Cody Levitt with a little bit of an internet connection issue, but it'll be 7 laps to go for the Las Vegas native. So it is Levitt, it is Day, Clauder, Rivera. Darrell Clauder, though, remember, he made 2 mistakes. Both of them down there in turns 1 and 2. That's when Cody Levitt got around. That's when Cole Day got around. Orlando Rivera is falling off the back of those front 3 drivers. Clauder, since he got there, though, he has had himself a ball. It'll be 5 laps to go. The flagman will reach over and show 5 fingers in the air this time by for Cody Levitt at the flag stand. The pressure is not coming from Cole Day just yet. It's about a car length to almost 2 car lengths between the 38 and the 37 here for the win tonight. Who is going to win round number 8 of the Raze Energy Drink 100? 4 laps to go this time by for Cody Levitt out of turn number 4. Oh, Cole Day got a little tight there as he tried to drive it off the corner. Darrell Clauder closes in, but they lose ground to the race leader. Todd Poston back here buried into lap traffic. He is following that 57. Poston running right there in 7th position. Doesn't have any pressure from behind him as Ira Kohlhaas is there and Jeff Bergner. They are battling for the lucky dog spot if a caution would come out here with just 3 laps to go for Cody Levitt. Darrell Clauder starting to fade as he misses turn number 2 once again, so he is going to be back about almost a second behind Cody Levitt. This time by at the line, the old popsicle sticks, bunny ears go in the air. 2 more laps around the famous North Wilkesboro Speedway. Who will be able to win round number 8? A lap and a half for Cody Levitt to mark his name into the record book this season. And what other track would you like to pick up your first win? Cole Day is going to be there, though. White flag here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Levitt going to leave the bottom lane open. Cole Day is peaking out of turn 2. Cole Day not going to be able to get the run. Cody Levitt just has to hang on 2 more corners. The final time into turn number 3. The final time off of turn number 4 for Cody Levitt. The midnight performance checkered flag will fly here in the Raze Energy Drink 100. Cody Levitt will win tonight at North Wilkesboro. as Cody Levitt wins the race, followed closely by the 37 of Cole Day. Darrell Clauder comes back to finish into the third spot. Orlando Rivera fourth. Racing Jason Griffith Dobbs going to finish fifth here tonight. Danny Valenzuela sixth. Todd Poston seventh. Lynn McNeese eighth. Quincy Atkins ninth. And Jeff Bergner rounds out the top 10 drivers here tonight from North Wilkesboro. Cody Levitt going to burn them down on the front straight, race fans. And as he does that, we're going to step away and we're going to bring you the DraftTop.com post-race show here from North Wilkesboro.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the North Wilkesboro Speedway. We officially have ran all 100 laps here tonight in the Raze Energy Drink 100 tonight for the round 8 of the IROC series. We have caught up with a couple of your top 3 finishers here tonight, and, well, let's just get right into it. Cody, you win tonight, my friend. You're kind of notching your name here amongst some of the top-ranked drivers in the IROC series. Cole Day and Jordan Smith, Quincy Atkins and Josiah Millen. You now notch your name as the 5th driver here in round number 8 to win a race this season.
Yeah, it was after that lap 3 thing that happened. I did not expect this to happen, so it's a surprise to me.
Yeah, a little bit of issues down there. Tell us about that start. You got paired up with the 57 of Jeff Mathis, and you two tangled down there in the corner. Did you think at that point the night was over for this 38 crew?
I definitely thought so. It looked like I hit the wall head on, so I thought I was going to have some kind of damage, but I didn't have much, and thankfully I didn't. I see that he got into an incident, another one, afterwards, and I mean, I feel bad for if I pinched him down. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah, not able to show you the replay right now, Cody, as our production truck's a little bit busy back there. But tonight was a good night. Did you mark North Wilkesboro on the schedule as it, a favorite track of yours? We know it's a very new track to the iRacing.com platform, but we've raced here before.
The only practice I got was the stuff today, so it's not necessarily a track I like. It's really weird to drive, but it was fun. It was very fun having these loose race cars go to tight after a couple laps, and then you're just trying to keep it off turn 3 and 4 wall.
Yeah, it looked like a really good run out there. Were you worried, though? Tell us about those closing laps. We went back green flag racing with under 20 laps to go. A little bit of a shootout. Your old buddy back there, Cole Day. Were you worried that you might get the old yeet and run?
Definitely. In the back of my mind, I was like, he's gonna dump me, and I'm gonna be mad at him. But racing is racing, So I would have been mad, but he's a good guy. He didn't do it.
Yeah, you didn't do it here tonight, but Cody, you win here at the short track. I'm looking at the schedule. It looks like the next short track we have, if you want to even call it, would be Dover, but that's closer to the end of the year. We have Kentucky and New Hampshire coming up here into the IROC series. Are you looking forward to either of those? I know Kentucky's going to be completely different than what we just saw here tonight.
I don't know. Like they're both different. Like you said, New Hampshire is going to be a big long paperclip. I don't really know if we've run there before, and if we do, I don't remember. But I'm really excited for Dover. I know you mentioned that. That's the track I'm looking forward to the most.
Well, that's coming up. That's the second last round of the IROC series, so a couple weeks until we get to that one. But Cody, we're gonna roll this red carpet out for you. I'm gonna hand you the mic, and I'm gonna go run away 6 feet because that old coronavirus.
Yeah. Just want to thank my family. Thank you guys for putting on this show. Thank Danny for creating this league. It's been it's been a fun 2 years that I've been in here, so definitely loving life right now. This is the league I look forward to racing the most, so it feels nice to do good in it and finish well. Thanks, bud.
Hey, before you run away, Cody, what's your favorite Raze energy drink?
Sour gummy worms, probably.
I guess that's the case as 12 you're getting shipped out to you.
Yeah.
Winner tonight here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway, Cody Levitt wins the Raze Energy Drink 100. He will receive a 1 case of 12 sour gummy worm. Race fans, if you don't have some sour gummy worm in your life, head on over to repsports.com, click on the Raze Energy Drink tab, and click on sour gummy worm. Get it shipped to you, but before you check out, type in UTWRX on checkout to get yourself some Raze Energy Drinks. So Cody Levitt wins tonight, and coming in second, there you see it, the second place man. I've caught up with him. He's just over here to the right. He's drinking a beer with Daryl. Cole, come on over here real quick and tell us about this run tonight. You had a good run here at North Wilkesboro, but it's only good enough for the second.
Yeah, it was pretty tough out there. It was just everyone was so close in time each lap. It was pretty hard to pass. And I really didn't want to have to move someone out of the way like Josiah did to me there at Darlington. I wanted to do it clean if I could, and I really didn't want to ruin anyone's race. I seen what happened on the first lap and just didn't want that to happen, running the lead or wrecking someone out of the lead. It just wasn't worth it. I would just rather have a solid second place finish tonight, and, no incidents, getting the bonus points, and just keeping charging on with the championship.
Yeah, and you do come into the night with the championship, so all in all, the points tonight that you're going to gather here, you did lead a lap, I believe you did lead a lap anyway, so that's an extra bonus point if you did into that championship hunt. But tell us about the closing laps. You had one of the faster cars as you ran behind Dobbs all night long. Did you learn anything running behind Dobbs that you could have applied here at the end running behind Cody?
Yeah, I actually found I had a little bit faster car than he did, so just to not run into the back of him, I was lifting early, and whenever I was behind him there in that first long green flag run, I found lifting early and rolling the bottom and just being patient on the throttle was actually even faster, and it ended up saving my tires and fuel even more, so it ended up working out great just running behind him. So definitely learned that, but just at the end I made a few mistakes I had too much space and Cody was just too good. He ended up pulling away, and just maintaining that lead, I couldn't get near him, and I really didn't want to dive bomb him and ruin his race like what happened to him on the first lap. So I just, like I said, just take a solid second place and keep going. Move on to the next week.
Yeah, moving on to the next week. Next week gonna be Kentucky. How do you think these IROCs are gonna draft? Because we are going back to drafting just next week.
I think it'll be interesting because we've never been there before, so I feel like it's gonna be a similar feel where we're gonna be too wide, drafting the whole time, but then again, you never know. It could be totally different. You don't know with these cars, with the setups that we're going to get. So it'll be interesting. I'll be sure to jump in practice early and learn as much as I can in that hour. So just got to be ready for next week because you never know what could happen.
You never know. But Cole, tonight, who do you got to thank for another podium finish?
Well, I would thank Jordan, but unfortunately he couldn't make it tonight. So got to thank Cody and his team for helping me with in practice, they were faster. Cody was faster than me in practice, so helping me with some brake bias, where he was running the brake bias, and Jamie helping me with steering offset. I mean, they're a big help in practice. Just 3 guys working together, working together to bounce ideas off each other in that hour to help us have all the speed we have each week. Gotta thank you in the booth for always doing great broadcasts, and Danny and Race Control for always keeping us in line each week and keeping us all together and coming back each week, putting on great shows.
Well, there you heard it from your second place finisher tonight. The driver of the 30-70 points championship leader, Cole Day, will finish in the second spot. Well, race fans, it looks like that's going to do it for the... I'm just kidding. He's sitting over here. He's grinning at me right now. He's giving me some gesture, race fans. Daryl Clauder, come here. You finished third place tonight. Daryl, it's been a very, very long time coming. I know you are probably recording this one right now to play back. A third place finish, though, for you here tonight.
Nah, I ain't recording it, but I'll go to YouTube and save it, though, for real.
Well, Daryl, a good run, though, tonight. You had a good, strong car in practice. You were actually at the top of the leaderboards qualifying. You qualified inside the top 5 here, and you ran kind of mid-pack most of this race, and then all of a sudden, at the end of this one, this old 26 Jeter starts to come to the front here. You weren't able to hold off Cody Levitt or Cole Day. You just made 2 mistakes here tonight. If you didn't make those mistakes, do you think you had enough to hold them off?
Nah, them guys are good. Just try to learn from them and then follow them.
Well, just maybe not able to do it tonight. Is there anything that you learned, though, from following probably 2 of the most prestigious drivers into the IROC series, the old Wiley veterans here, that you could apply possibly next time when you wind up in that kind of situation?
Yeah, just hold it to the floor and hold your line.
Well, that's solid. I'm going to write that one down, Daryl. Just
You can use it, Roger.
hold it to the floor. Yeah, okay, I got it. But Daryl, tonight, short track racing, maybe not your forte, but you ran it solidly, a 0X once again. You're going to hold that top spot and set the bar even higher now for a lot of these drivers. 20 X's over the first 8 races of this season. Your next closest competitor was Cody Levitt coming into today. He walked away with a 4X, I believe it was. So, I mean, you hold a pretty good, strong gap in the cleanest driver award. Do you think you can get through Kentucky just next week with another clean race?
I think so. My teammate shows up and helps me out with the drafting. If not, I'll try to hang on to Cole and Cody, drafting with them guys.
But I remember way back, was it 2 seasons ago, your teammate and you didn't draft so well.
Daytona, my first race with a teammate, and no, that didn't end up well for me or both of us.
But hey, that's next week at Kentucky. But tonight here at North Wilkesboro, Daryl, a great run for the Coast to Almost Coast team. Who do you got to thank for parking the 26th for the first time ever on the podium?
Well, thank everybody out there watching and supporting Salt Flats, and you up in the booth for sure for doing such a good job, and Danny, just everybody at Salt Flats. All these drivers put on a heck of a show week in and week.
Well, there you heard it from the driver of the 26, Daryl Clauder from Florida, coming home in third tonight. First ever podium for the Coast to Almost Coast driver. It was a good showing for him, but what can you really say about the man who put on the show at the end of this? Cody Levitt being your winner here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Race fans, that was your post-race show brought to us by DraftTop.com. Well, this race is officially in the books tonight. It was the Raze Energy Drink 100. It was the IROC Round 8 tonight. That means we are officially on the downward slope of this season. The championship lead right now is still going to be Cole Day. After this race is all said and done and tallied up, Cole Day will walk out of here. Points not updated. So he will still continue to be the championship leader as we head into Kentucky. Then we go to New Hampshire, a brand new track onto the circuit. Actually, I believe the next 2 weeks are 2 brand new tracks that these IROC drivers have never ran at. Then we head to Iowa, Homestead, another brand new track to the IROC schedule. Dover, and we round things out at the Pocono International Raceway. So just a handful of races left here before we crown a champion here in the Season 4 of IROC. Race fans, we got to thank you all for tuning in here tonight. It was a great race here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway, but we're unfortunately going to have to end here, as it was great racing. Cody Levitt, Cole Day, Daryl Clauter finished 1, 2, and 3 here tonight in the Raze Energy Drink 100.